Hello everybody and welcome back to Benjamin Magnus Plays Victoria 2. Now I've got to say there's been a really big response to my first Victoria episode. I'm really thrilled about that. I didn't realize how much of you guys out there played Victoria 2 and were eager to A, help me learn, and B, help other people learn, and C, watch a little Vicky 2. I'm really thrilled that the outcome for that very first episode was much better than I expected it to be. I thought it would be okay, but it's really, really good. So it gives me a lot of hope for future Vicky series. I actually think next time I play Vicky, I'd probably like to start off as a great power, probably Prussia. I think of being Prussia and forming Germany and then like fighting Russia or something like that. I feel like that would be really, really fun. I also realized that I really like this region map mode here. I mean, it's not... it's okay. I think these striped areas are regions I have claims on. Because to form Scandinavia, I need Denmark. Alright. Yes, to form... I do have a claim right here. It's a core for Scandinavia. And I can potentially form Scandinavia. So there's something I wanted... I have to do some diplomacy. I haven't been doing anything with diplomacy. So I need to kind of make a staunch ally. And I think that... I feel like I need to go with Prussia or the United Kingdom as like a staunch ally. And the United Kingdom is just the right choice. I think I'm gonna go with Prussia just for shits and giggles. We're going to increase relations. Boom, there we go. We've successfully raised the relations between us and Prussia. Relations increased by 15 to 35. Okay, good. That cost us a little bit of diplomacy power. Now, something else I want to do is we're going to go to Denmark. So let's sort by country. Let's go to Denmark. I think I just saw it on there, Denmark. And we are going to justify war. Acquire state, place in the sun, cut down to size, free people, liberate country, dismantle fortifications, release puppet, or humiliate. We're going to acquire state. This will take roughly 308 days. What's really required is 11. Okay, so we're going to proceed with that. So that way, when I want to, I could potentially attack Denmark. And now, Prio, I believe, is just short for priority. Sort by influence. So we're not a great power, thus we cannot influence other nations. So that's for great powers. That's for influencing people. All right, so there's that. We're going to try to keep improving relations with Prussia. Mostly because they're close, and we, they have a border with Russia, and we have a border with Russia. So a war with Russia, it would potentially make good allies. Okay. I was informed that, like population is kind of like the uber resource in this game. It's what you need to get, more RGO resource gathering operations, your raw goods. So if we go to infrastructure mode, it'll show me on here. These are my RGOs. This is lumber. Timber. Timber is raw, lumber is refined. So we got iron, we have iron and coal, but not in great quantities. Coal is only produced in Stockholm and it produces very little of it. 2.781. Iron we have from here and up here in Norway. We have a lot of things like food though. Fish, wheat. We have a lot of wood. So that's something. So that's some stuff we can focus on now. I was also informed that getting a colonial empire going is really important, and I was informed that Egypt is a good place to go. Let's see, they have cotton, they have tons of grain, and that's fruits and grains. If we go down here, tropical wood. I was also told tropical wood is a really good, especially for me if I'm going to be focusing on things like lumber and timber and things like that. So, another thing I could do with my diplomacy, and we gain... Okay, these are gained each month. Okay. Those are gained each month. So, we can go to Egypt on the list. And we can... Oh, okay, we can only do one at a time. So, I'm going to get that one going with Denmark. I'm going to get that going. Oh, and you know what? I might want to change this. Well, why don't we finish this off? Because we got it going. I think there's one in here. I think it was the stock exchange, tax efficiency. Because that'll basically get you flat out more money, getting the stock exchange. Prestige. But this is already partway done. I don't want to stop it midway through. You know what I'm surprised at? The frame rate on this game is not very good. Although, you know, frame rates, I feel like frame rate, it's not important on a game where you're just really looking at a map. I know it's nicer to look at, you know, like where it's like nicer to look at when it's less choppy. And, you know, parts of that is, you know, me running an old rig. I have my machine is dated, to say the least. Oh, you know what I forgot we were doing? Building a furniture factory. Now, the furniture factory, I do not expect has been assembled. Reactionary more, conservative less, liberal more. Now, politics. His Majesty's government. We can appoint. Next election is due. Plurality. I have no idea what plurality is. Shared level of consciousness. Memories of past victories and defeats in the name of liberty. Reminder people of what could be revanchism. So, oh, I was about to say, isn't that French or German for revenge? It's French for revenge. Says it right there. Is yearning for the return of land lost to a nation. Okay, we have no revenge. We have 27% plurality. Now, if we want, I just pick the party. And I'm going to stick with the conservative party here. Voters are mostly conservative. People's ideologies are mostly conservative. A little bit reactionary and a little bit liberal. I thought liberal was a good thing. A bunch of people were like, no, liberal is bad, conservative is good, communism is good. It's like, okay. It's a learning process. We're going to figure this out. All right, so what we're doing right now is we're building a furniture factory. We're fabricating a claim on Denmark because to form Scandinavia, I need to take over Denmark. Attempt to justify a war, acquire state causes against Denmark was detected. This cost us 8.6 infamy. Now, this is right here, right? Infamy. At peace, the infamy will decay. The Danish menace. Denmark is out to get us. It's only a matter of time before they launch an unprovoked attack, so it is only reasonable that we take steps to preemptively defend ourselves. As luck would have it, a report detailing their nefarious schemes has recently been leaked to the press. The public has rallied around our cause. They're coming right for us! Okay, casus belli generation speed increased by 25%. Nice. Now we're losing money right now. I thought iron and blood. Oh. Ooh, wait. Not by speeches and votes of the majority, but by great questions at the time decided, but by iron and blood. Otto von Bismarck. A new rich lode of iron has been discovered in the Feilun mine. While the ore is rich, it is also located on a perilous depth. It's just beyond the reach of our present mining technology. We could attempt to extract the ore, but doing so will carry it at a cost of lives and blood. Dig deeply and greedily. I'm pretty sure the dwarves would say this is what I should be doing. Okay, mining efficiency up 125%. That is huge. It's more than double. I feel like pop, is that all pops? Feilun gets this. So I'm going to go with it. For that much ore, that could be a huge boon for our country. So that would mean this right here. Ooh, yeah, that did just jump. I just saw it go from like 6 to 8, I think. Now, this one, that Feilun right there. So it should, will it detail it on here? Output efficiency of 275.58%, base of 100. RGO output efficiency tech 50%, blood and iron mine 125%. Yeah, it's detailed in there. Throughput of 60%. That's not very good. I feel like that's bad. So to get my throughput up, I believe I need railroads, and that would require a tech I do not have yet. And I think that railroads are pretty cheap to build compared to factories, if I remember correctly. It's been a couple weeks since I was dabbling with this game. Scientists have in our country discovered the pit coal. Pit coal is much more high grade than brown coal. Okay, so coal production output of 50%. So now Stockholm should be, yeah, they're producing, it was like 2 point something before, now it's 3 point something. Again, it's not a ton. If you go to production, we go here. We are currently producing 0.1% of the world's population, or total production of coal. Barely anything. That's barely anything at all. All right, so now, when our claim on Denmark is finished fabricating, now if they only have half as many troops as me, coronation of Queen Victoria, okay. So if they only have 15,000 troops to my 30,000 troops, I could probably finish the war pretty quickly and cheaply and acquire all that land. That would be bitchin'. I would love that. I don't know if that's feasible, though. That's the question. So, Furniture Factory, might not even finish it this episode. We're not, like, cranking through the days here. Jacob, Uprising, Blast. Oh! All pops in Ume get 4 militancy. Now, is that region, diplomatic region? Does it not actually tell me? Oh, okay. If we hover over Gotland, Svealand, Osterlander, Norland, Northern Finland, Nordnorge. That must have been... It must have been an individual... What are the actual... Like I feel like these are states? Like, big states and counties, maybe? Or regions in states? Something like that? Now, what was that? Where was that place that... Ume or something like that? Uppsala? No, not there. The Blight of 1838. The dreaded potato blight has struck. Starving local smallholders and some places divide whole families from their homes. Potato blight has caused a local famine. Spared no effort in relieving the local farmers, so population growth goes down, pop militancy goes up. All pops in Ostlandet gain 3 consciousness, but I lose 2 prestige, or we can let them eat cake. And population goes down, militancy goes up. So if I help them, it'll basically be over sooner. So we'll do that. It'll be over sooner if I do that. I could take that. Oh, this is the place where they gain militancy. So we have an average militancy of 3.9 here. I feel like that's bad. How do we view population here? Okay, so this is everybody that lives in this province. There's about 14,000 people. They're almost all laborers. They're all Protestant. They're all mostly conservative. They're almost all Swedish, a little Finnish. They have no vote. I don't see any militancy, though. Oh, that says rebel faction, so that's probably not militant. Oh, is it right here? Yes, it is. Monthly change. So it is decaying. Okay, that's good. So, yeah, everybody, it's all decaying out, so it's not a big... I don't feel like it's a big deal. Now, there's one of these RGO output. Now, is this feel? I feel like that's very similar to infrastructure. The Swedish Nightingale. Was born in 1820 in Stockholm. Debut in the opera Der Frösjuds in Stockholm. During the mid-1840s, fame grew and made a series of successful appearances in Europe and the USA. Jenny Lind was the first Swedish megastar famous for her exquisitely expressive singing, incredible vocal technique, and her sincere, natural, and unassuming ways. Oh, gain a little bit of prestige back. Okay, that's wonderful. Now, this practical steam engine, I believe, is going to increase mining output and farming output. So mining a little bit, farming a lot of it. Ooh, I think my food is here. Hang on a second, folks. You know what's awesome about Chinese food? I ordered this food right before I started recording. That was 15 minutes ago. They said it would be 45 minutes to an hour to get here. And this recording says it's been less than 16 minutes. That is awesome. Now I'm going to sit here smelling that delicious food while I'm finishing this recording. Oh, the perils of recording. Okay, the revolutionary flames in Sweden are fanned. That's bad. As scheme erupts in open rebellion. Oh, that's got to be a province. Crying out for liberty, justice, and equality, to take to the streets. Blast! Everybody's just gaining random militancy. I don't like that. Although it's kind of, I feel like it's like scripted events kind of thing. All right, so this is going up. Our clergymen are providing more research points because we had a lower population of clergymen. We're shooting for 2%. We have 1.15%, but our national focus over here in the right-hand corner, upper right, is clergymen. Good. I have high hopes for this game. Now, I wasn't really... I wasn't really super thrilled with it when I first started playing, but now that I'm getting the hang of it a little more, I'm like, this is pretty cool. I'm really liking this. I'm thinking that Vicky 2 might be a regular series on the channel after this first initial learning series. Scientists discovered coke was coal that has been enriched by a special process. By treating the coal, more energy could be turned into power. Could be clean iron and metals. Okay, so coal production increased by 50%. That is awesome. The Danish menace, they're coming right for us. They're still coming right for us. So if we go to Stockholm, yeah, that increased again. 4.5 now. I still don't think it's enough. Like if we go to production and go to factories and say add a factory, and I just needed to pull up this. I don't know if there's a better way to get it. So fertilizer factory. Nope, not that one. Glass factory. Yeah, I'm producing 4.5. A glass factory would use 13, almost 14. Cement factory would use 11. I think that's pretty much everybody that's going to use it. Yeah, for now at least. Well, ooh. Or we're not really making enough to do. We're not producing enough iron to fully do that either. Not by half. We need to get that RGO more efficient, so that but my plan is to basically be able to build a self-sustaining like economy within the country to start driving some profits. A succession of okay, we acquire state costs us battle against Denmark. So now we have that. So let's go to diplomacy. Let's go to Prussia again. Let's go to increase relations. Proceed. Bam, there we go. It's at 50 now. That's not changing at all. Doesn't have any decay or anything like that. And now what we need to do is find Egypt again. Because I like the idea of attacking Egypt, and we're going to justify a war with Egypt. Cut down to size, free people, liberate country from its oppressors, demand concession. Ooh, I think that's what I want. Force an uncivilized country to secede territory to form a colonial concession. I think that's what I want. I think that's what I want to do. So we're going to proceed with that. Now, if I want to do this, ooh, I feel like this is going to cost me... Any sort of military action is going to cost me a lot of money, because I'm going to need to crank up things like... oh, what is it called? Budget. Stockpile for the Army and the Navy. And military spending is going to need to go up too. I mean, we're kind of basically like floating around zero now. I don't know. It's still a year off till my furniture factory's done. So that's still a little ways away, and I don't know if it's going to be turning a profit right off the bat. So I guess we'll see. Well, let's take a look at production of a few things. So we're RGOing 81 timber each day. It's almost all sold domestically, which means my artisans are purchasing it. And we don't have very much lumber because there's not many artisans producing it. A lumber mill might be the way to go. It's expensive, though. I think we're going to need a better, like, middle class. Or, no, it's the upper class. It's the capitalists, the aristocrats. The Egyptian menace. They are a menace. Now, can I declare war on Denmark? I can. They're secondary power. They've got 18,000 troops. Okay, why don't we start by... Let's see, supply limit 40. Can we... Will it let us cross here? I don't actually know. We have a leader. Well, we can move him down in preparation. I'm assuming that you can walk like there. Well, who the hell is blockaded? Are all these ports blockaded? Oh, the British are. I wonder if the British are at war with Prussia right now. Well, you know what I forgot about? Oh, no, I didn't. Practical steam. Yes! Mining output 5%, farming output 15%. So, next thing we're going to go to commerce. We're going to go stock exchange. We're going to do tax efficiency. We're going to start that up. Because we need that whoa! Oh, that was just a spike. I was like, it really shot up there with that tech. So this has gone up a little bit again. If we look at our total production, Yeah, this is closing in on 10. This is closing in on 5. Still very, very low if we're looking at world production. Secret society. Let's see. So local consciousness. Ooh, I think we pass a little more liberal. Or consciousness. I feel like consciousness is the way to go. Well, actually, I'm not sure. Because being very conscious makes them want to be more liberal. So I feel like maybe taking consciousness is better short run, but it could lead to more people being liberal in the long run, I think. We have gained the Casus Belli against Egypt. Alright, so Denmark, they have fewer men than me. And I don't think they're in anybody's sphere of influence. No, they're not. So if we attacked them, could we attack them here and just overwhelm them with numbers? I'm pretty sure in this game, attackers are kind of always on the defensive, are always kind of on the you know, the disadvantage, just because defensive technology in this time period is so advanced. I mean, from now until, you know, World War II, defensive technology was more powerful than offensive technology. World War I showed that. So if I wanted to do something here, I really want to attack Denmark. Which would mean we need to crank this up. Do I need a... Defense spending goes towards paying your soldiers and officers. Should that be higher? Like 40%? Alright, let's... This is going to cost me money. But I feel like I might be able to overwhelm... Oh, shit, look at that. You know what? You know what that is? I think we're buying... We're filling our stockpile. I bet that's what that is. I bet we're filling the stockpile. Ammunition, canned goods. The watch on Stockholm. Fast and true stands the guard of Stockholm, at least if a local poet is to be believed. Political pamphlet declaring the state of our nation, political backwardness and oppression has inflamed feelings in one of our states. All around Sweden, cries for national unity can be heard as liberals take to the streets protesting the old order, calling for national unification with our cultural brethren in other countries and a liberation of our political system, which consider dispatching troops to provinces where liberal agitation is present. Bloody revolutionaries. So, in Vestlandet, any and all liberal agitation until 1841 gets the following effects of local consciousness increase. The order must be defended, or all populations become 3% more liberal and gain militancy. I feel like we need to stay away from liberalness. So we are taking loans now from various people. It's automatically taking loans and putting us into debt, I think. Total debt of 1,000, yeah. But if we want to make war, it's going to cost money. Oh, God. All populations gain 4 militancy. That's bad. So these guys are getting their organization up now. I don't have any artillery. Supply consumption 140%. Oh, God. Death to the king, a horse force rise. The streets of Drammen have come alive. A local injustice or the perception of one has animated the unwashed masses into rebelling against our rule. The revolt is still small enough that if its future course has not been set in stone, leniency might avert it, but perhaps it is best to put our foot down firmly and set an example, set in the troops. Alright, let's send in the troops. So are these people... Yeah, these... We have 0 artillery here. I feel like that's bad. Let's go to... Hang on, I gotta check something real quick. Because I believe I have artillery set to... Okay, we're gonna automate the... And keep a little bit. Oh, it's on automated right now. So that one, and well, the clipper ships will leave off. So Let's make sure these guys have everything they need. Liberal agitation. God damn it. Guess we'll go with liberal agitation. Yeah, just getting the army to a point where they're ready to fight costs a lot of money. Liberals have started to gain traction. Shit. Well, no one for sure. Rumor is that the root cause from a sudden upswing in liberal propaganda efforts in the recent foundation of a secret society. Whether the Rosicrucians, Freemasons, or the Bavarian Illuminati, someone is spreading liberal ideas in Gavel. It's what they want us to think. Liberal agitation. I guess we'll go with that. Ooh, they just brought in a ton more people. But their organization is low. My organization is not great, but it's just creeping up at this point. Is it going to get any higher? I crank this up to speed 5 for a second. Like it's not really moving anymore. And it's basically up there. So why don't we try to attack Denmark now? So we're going to go to diplomacy. I'm sure that either this is going to go really well or this is going to go really terrible. Hey, you know what? I'm almost at the end of this recording and I want to know what you guys think about this. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to declare war on them right now. What I'm going to do is, because I got to think of this slightly differently, because before I always just played it the way I want to play because I kind of know how to play the other games. This one I don't really know how to play. I don't really know if I'm doing things correctly. I got to remember that I'm going to be giving myself chances to get the episode up, let it get viewed for a while, and let you guys weigh in on what I should be doing right and what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong, what I should be doing, things like that. So we're just about at the end of this this episode here. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to end it just a minute or two early before I normally would have. And what I'm going to say is, with this army right here, with its organization as it is, should I declare war on Denmark and try to wipe out this army and swallow them up before someone spheres them? Because if, like, Prussia or England, I would imagine, got them in their sphere of influence, they'd basically be out of my grasp. Or should I try to transport my guys to Egypt and carve myself out a little colonial empire down there? What do you guys think I should do? So just leave those comments below. Let me know what you guys think. And as always, if you've enjoyed this, drop me a like, leave those comments right down below like I just said. And if you're interested in more Benjamin Magnus Plays Victoria 2, just subscribe to my channel and I will see you guys next time.